Hello, everyone. This is Prachi Brahmbhatt from AECC Global. I would request everyone to just kindly inform your friends to log in as soon as possible because we have more than 150 students, but only 40 of them have joined. So I would give you 5 minutes to inform your friends and start with the session. Apart from that, I would give my regards to Mr. Santosh and as well as to your principal, um, Mr. Dharmesh Golwara, who have helped us to arrange this session for you to give you more details about the pharmacy related courses in overseas, and it will help you out further for your further in your future. So I would request everyone that I'm giving you 5 minutes. Kindly ask your friends to log in as soon as possible so we can start with this session. Apart from that, if anyone has any questions, kindly write down in the chat box so we'll answer all your questions. Okay, so we have been reaching approximately to participants nearby to 48. Please call up your friends and ask them to join as soon as possible. Okay, so we will start the session because approximately 50 students have joined, and apart from that I would request please ask your friends to join. Firstly, my name is Prachi Brahmbhatt. I am working with ACC Global as a team leader. I have worked for Australia and I'm working for UK as well as and USA. You have any queries, please write down in your question box so we'll answer accordingly. Apart from that, you have a poll section. I would give you 5 minutes to fill up all the polls, and on that answers basis, we'll be guiding you further with the process. So kindly fill up the poll section. Secondly, your in the later part, I'll be giving you a link for IELTS preparations. We have our own IELTS classes going on. The IELTS classes are basically an online classes due to this pandemic. Once this everything is normal, we'll be starting with the offline classes also. We'll be sharing you a link. Generally, our fees for IELTS is 7,000 plus GST. But as you have attended the seminar, and secondly, you are the student of this university, this institute, so we'll be giving you a discount. You need to click on that link, fill your details, and show us your online ID card to prove that yes, you are from Shankar C. Waghela Bapu Institute of Pharmacy. So then we'll be giving you 4,000 plus GST fees. So you will be getting approximately 3,000 rupees of discount. And we have our IELTS tutor is one of the best tutors in the town. Assure you that you'll be scoring really very well once you enroll with our classes. Okay, now the link has been shared to you on the IELTS and PT on the chat box. There is an IELTS PT registration form. You need to fill that form and send it to us, and then we'll be helping you out further for it. So basically, we'll start with the presentation. Firstly, as you know, AECC is known for its counseling skills in the market. We are one of the best teams in the market to give you guidelines for your overseas education. We'll be going through certain points in for the presentation. Basically, we'll be introducing ourselves. We'll be giving that why we are known, what is our mentorship, and what is our belief, why you should study abroad, then what destinations we cater to you, certain student spotlights, and we also have important facts about the country and about the institutions. We'll be discussing about the expenses and what return on investment you will get, the amount what you're investing and what you're getting back. And then we'll be end up with the question and answer sessions, and we'll be giving you our further details for the like where you have to visit to our office and everything. Okay, now we'll start with who we are. Basically, AECC Global in Gujarat market is from last 7 years. We are one of the renowned consultants in the market. We have the vision to help students for best education, and also our company was started in 2008 in Melbourne. We are basically a Melbourne based company. We have our head office in Melbourne and in Sydney and Brisbane, and in India we have our head office in Delhi. As of date, we have really very good consultants. We are one of the fastest growing companies. Across in this 7 years in India, we have spreaded our market, our network to all the major cities in India. We have a presence in 12 countries with 35 offices, and also a one innovation center. Basically, the offices work for the students, but the innovation center works for marketing and innovating new ideas, and to reaching out for to all the prospective students and to their parents. We employ the best industry experts who help you out in all the stages of overseas education. We guide student from selecting to the country, to the destination, to course, to which basically specified course which you need to go, and the fees and everything. So you do not need to go outside of the market or outside our office to take up any help. We give you all the paper based or online based application information and everything. We have a very crystal clear working process. Nothing is hidden from the student. Whatever process is going on, the student is aware on every step. So that's the best thing about AECC. We are one of the world's fastest growing companies in the education space. We have merged with AI, data, with creativity and technology to create brilliant experiences for international students and educational institutes. We try to keep such a transparency between the institute and the student, that the student can walk up to institute and talk about their process or ask about their process. We do not hide anything. We are basically not any local agents or any kind of agents who will be just processing. We help you out to realize your dreams, means we help you out to start your goal and finish it up and reach to your destination. Apart from that, mentorship. We have endless access to information. You ask about any course, we'll help you out with all the details. We'll help you out with whether you should take up that course or not, or that destination or not. We'll help you out with each and everything. We'll help you out to get the best guidance, the right guidance, and we'll help you out to move ahead with the difficulties that you're facing. Being the right mentor, we have sent many students, and as of now it's quite challenging in this pandemic, but we are trying to cope up with it and supporting our students to move ahead. If we see, then I believe in ACC Global is that we mentor students with the process of choosing the right course, university, and destination that will best suit their needs and interests. We have handpicked university with our partners, so we have majorly in all the destination, whether it's USA, whether it's Australia or Canada. We have all the universities with or colleges with us. We help them out with choosing with the professors or the infrastructure, and we also make them aware about the curriculum and practical learning part. Certain students have to, like when it comes to a portfolio kind of things, we help them out in that portfolio things also. So the students have really very good belief in us, and as well as the professors and the institutes have a good belief in us. So that's the best part in this game. Apart from that, why you should select to study abroad. Because when it comes to India, yes, India has one of the best education systems. They're growing very fast, they're growing very nicely. Secondly, we have like only if I say, then 1% of the Indians are getting admissions into IIMs and IITs. But what about the other lot? They are really very smart. I've seen many students who are not so good with academics, but they are really very good with when it comes to practical knowledge. Now, basically, when it comes to overseas education, they work on practical education. They do not work on theoretical part. So over there, the students who are not good over here in India with the practical theoretical part, they really pass out, or they have the caliber to show over there, and they really grow themselves when it comes to overseas education. I have sent means in my last year, this 5 years of career, I've sent many students who have not scored really very well in India. But when I see their scorecards or the growth, what they're getting over there is immensely really very good. So when it comes to education, yes, studying abroad helps you out to get global impact. They help you out to get more practical knowledge. So you should like students should pursue for your overseas education. Apart from that, when it comes to basic top reasons for studying abroad is that they are advanced study infrastructure. When it comes to their labs or their classes, they do not believe in off now. Due to this pandemic, if I see, they are really very advanced when it comes for online education. They are very good with online classes. They're so much, their infrastructure is so much perfectly built that they are not facing any issues. Apart from that, when it comes, you have to just go 3 days in a week to the college. Apart from, you can study at your place. Now when it comes to their portals and everything, they are very well equipped with everything. So I have seen students who are not going to the university, but they're really updated by what growth is going on with their academic part or with their non-academic part. So there is a like major of the universities have their own portals in which your growth has been feeded up and you can see. Now when it comes to career opportunities, when you're studying in India, you are totally dependent on or your parents or your guardians. So you like, I have now never seen students studying in bachelor's or master's working part-time in India. But when it comes to overseas education, yes, you get a part-time experience which will help you out to grow in your post study or post education work. So like if you're working in a cafe right now, that will help you out that how you are supposed to behave when you complete your masters or bachelors, on your front line when you go to a big company or something. Like you get that confidence to work. So that helps you out. Secondly, the one of the best companies or the product, like if you say pharmacy related production companies are there in the USA, are there in Canada as well. As so you have really very good opportunities. When it comes to India, yes, your some at some point of time influence is needed when you need to grow in your career opportunities. But I don't feel in overseas that's the part. You can grow by your work and also by your education. So they'll be only focusing on your education and the work that you have done, and then you'll be getting your growth. Secondly, third point is grow your network. You get to know people from all over the world, and you have like a cultural diversification as well. As so in India, when you're staying, okay, you go from Gujarat to Maharashtra or to Delhi, you're just meeting a Maharashtrian person or a North Indian somewhere. But when you go to Australia or Canada or UK, anywhere, you're meeting people from China, you're meeting people from US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. You're meeting people from all over the world. There are students who are coming from Singapore. There are students who are coming from Malaysia, in a university in Australia. So there's a lot of cultural diversification. And secondly, there's a lot of growth as well as in your network. So you're meeting people, and your network is also growing. So that will help you out in your future. Sitting at home, yeah, when it comes now, I cannot say that you do not have friends around the world, because Facebook is there, but you are not in touch with that people. But when you go overseas, you are in touch with that people, so you are meeting people from the world face to face and talking to them and gaining knowledge about their culture and everything. So that's the best part when it comes to studying abroad. Now when it comes, like when you're going abroad, you learn about yourself and gain self awareness. Sitting in India, we know our parents do not allow us to go after 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock outside. They ask us to sit at home, they ask us to study and everything. But when you're there, because you have to study, you have to work, you are aware about the outside world, and you build up that self confidence. So that's the best part when it comes to studying abroad. You're independent, you start being very much confident, and you start earning about for your expenses, so you limit your expenses as well. As when it comes to post study work permit, you get, average in all the countries you get is 20 hours per week work permit. So you can work 20 hours, whether it's bachelor's or master's, depending upon the course you are taking. And you can work in a cafe, or you can work outside. Like when it comes to USA, some of the institutes, they do not allow you to work outside campus, but they have enough jobs in campus. So you can do an internship with your assistant professor or your professor, or you can work in a cafe, or you can assist your senior, or whatever is needed over there. Major point is that you're boosting up your confidence. Like I've seen students who are not speaking up when they are in India. They're very shy, they don't know what to speak, means they do not understand how to express themselves. But when they are in overseas, I've seen a lot of change. The dressing style changes, the basically the I would say they improve their speech. They're very much confident in themselves. Second, the major point is language acquisition or improvement. You try to speak out the best English in India, but when you go overseas, you improve with your vocabulary, you improve with your pronunciation, you improve with the speech. That is not possible. Like when I say, when you're in Gujarat, you will learn Gujarati. When you're in Maharashtra, you learn Marathi. But you don't have that fluency with as the local people have over there. So the same way it applies for English as well. As when you fly to Australia, US or UK, their basic local language is English. So there's a lot of improvement in your English as well. As now, we'll be showing up your video of our journey, which is totally about AECC. And once it's complete, we'll move to the next slide.
Our journey has been long, fulfilling and rewarding. Established in the year 28, our story began to guide and support the students for their study abroad journey. We've helped students in every step for their overseas education, right from handpicking the study destinations, choosing the right course, selecting a university, visa guidance, scholarship info, and more. May 28 marked a whole new beginning. Our first office opened in Melbourne. Expanded into Southern Europe. We started providing our counseling services in Southeast Asian countries like the Philippines, Thailand, Singapore, Indonesia, and even Malaysia. In the year 2020, we moved to Vietnam, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka to assist students there. Now, coming to India, where we have extended our roots intensively. Our first offices opened in Ahmedabad, Hyderabad, and Vijayawada in January 2015. And other locations like Ludhiana, New Delhi, Bangalore, Chandigarh, Jalandhar, Vadodara, Gurgaon, Vizag, Kochi, Chennai, and finally Surat. To keep up with the growing demand, we opened an innovation hub in Chennai in 2019 to help improve your overall experience with AUCC Global. We have helped thousands of students to achieve their goals, and we can't wait to create more success stories with you.
Okay, so as you have seen that the timeline was shown in the video, that we started up with in Melbourne, then we had an office in Kathmandu, and then our offices were growing year by year by year. As of now, we are spread all over the world, and we have the most of the offices in India as well as. So when we started up with our Ahmedabad, like India offices, we were not that much known, but now ACC is one of the brand which is known all over India. Our global network is like we have our offices in 12 countries worldwide, and we have 35 plus offices. In India, we are located in New Delhi, Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Chandigarh, Hyderabad, Kochi, Surat, Chennai, Gurgaon, Ludhiana, Baroda, Vijayawada, Jalandhar, and Vizag. In Gujarat, basically, we have major three offices. One is in Ahmedabad. The major office is in Ahmedabad. Then comes Baroda, and then comes Surat. Like whenever you want to visit, you can visit to our Ahmedabad branch. Basically, what services we provide you all the services for your abroad education. We help you out to selecting the destination, so our counselors are really well prepared. So they help you out, they assess your profile and suggest you that which country you should go, and what course you should take up, and which university. So we are not favoring to a single university or a single destination. We'll be giving you a guidance for the best option suitable for your further education. We help you out to select the destination, university, and course. Apart from that, we help you out to take up the insurance as well as. So we support student to take up, if they want to take up an insurance provided by the institution, well and good. If some of the students say no, we do not want to go ahead with the insurance provided by the institution, and we want to take our own insurance, then we give them options as well as, and we help them out to take the insurance also. Then comes the application and filing part. We do the application, we prepare the SOP, or we give them SOP guidance as well as. We help them out to make their basic SOP, and then we finalize on it. After that, once the application is done, you have to go with the offer acceptance. Once your offer is accepted, you need to show certain funding with the to the institution. So we give them the checklist for finance documentation and everything. Once that finance documentation is done, we prepare their visa documentation and visa filing. We guide student every intake. There are certain scholarships which are available with the institute, so we guide students that these are the scholarships. If you pay your fees in the first quarter, then you get this much scholarship. If you apply first, then you get scholarship. Whatever is the details we provided to the student. Once the scholarship and everything is done, the fee payment gets done. After fee payment, we file the visa. Luckily, the visa has been granted to the student. Then the post counseling details we start is with pre-departure session. So we give, so we like post pandemic we used to have an offline pre-departure sessions, but now we'll be planning for an online pre-departure sessions where the students will be guided that how to do the shopping, how to do the packing, secondly what things to buy, what are the important things that you need to carry with yourself, what things you're not supposed to carry, and with your flying process and everything. We also help you out with accommodation support. So if the student is not having any relative or friends in a destination, then we share details that you can accommodate yourself over here. All these services are free. We follow ethical counseling and we follow our ethics, so there is nothing unethical going in our organization. The major part which I discussed at the start of the presentation, that we also offer IELTS PT and TOEFL classes. So you can log in or you can come to our office and we'll help you out with the IELTS PT and TOEFL classes as well. As now comes is the countries we support. Majorly, we support Australia, Canada, Ireland, New Zealand, United States of America, and UK. Gujarat market basically is known for Australia, US, and UK and Canada. So that's our major destinations. When it comes to we'll be sharing you country wise details. So let us start with Australia, because as we are an Australian based company, we have sent approximately 5,40,000, we have seen that approximately each year 5,40,000 students are flying overseas. So there's a lot of demand when it comes to global education. We have a good huge number of students which we have sent in the last this many years to Australia. Australian institutions teach students from 90 nationalities, and their education system is somewhat like our Indian education system. So Indians prefer to go over there and study. 8 out of 39 Australian universities appear in top 200 institutes. So, like USA or UK, they do not have universities or colleges in 3 digit or 4 digit. Like they do not have hundreds or thousands of university. They are very much like a smaller number of universities are there, but out of that also 8 universities are appearing in top 100 universities. So when it comes to Times Higher Education World University Rankings, top 8 universities, or I would say group of 8, are included into the 200 universities. Australia offers you approximately 20,000 plus courses. They do not require any entrance exams like SAT or NEET or anything, GRE, GMAT, nothing. They only need is an English proficiency test, which is either IELTS, CAE, PTE, TOEFL. More of the students are inclined in Australia towards IELTS and CAE. When it comes to education system, they have an identical education system like 10 plus 2 plus 3, which is followed in India as well. As all the courses are the institutes of India are there in NUSA guideline, and they follow the NUSA guideline only. Like if your university is in section 1 or section 2 in NUSA guideline, they'll follow the same guideline. Apart from that, if we see the top universities in Australia are University of Canberra, Sydney, La Trobe, Deakin, Bond, Flinders, UWA, Edith Cowan University, University of Melbourne, University of Western Australia. Then it comes as Macquarie. They're all the top universities. So there are certain universities who are not there in group of 8, but their courses are really, they are more better than I would say group of 8. Like if I talk about pharmacy courses, when you go with Macquarie, Masters of Public Health, or Western Sydney Public Health, they are professional courses, and also they are the course modules are better than the group of 8. So universities in Australia are really good when it comes to ranking and as well as the professional experience. Now when it comes is facts, like we'll talk about UK now. Then I'll be giving you a comparison about the expenses of all four countries, major countries. UK has a very British kind of higher education and qualification. They also have a similar kind of education what we have. UK basically is known for flexibility of choice, so you can take up different subjects and blend it and come up with a new course, or you can take up a vocational course which is not available in Australia and Canada. It's only available in UK. They have a very good research infrastructure. So if the students are planning out for PhD or something related to, if you're planning for courses which is helping you out in your research base, then they have the best. Like I've heard one of my friend, he was studying in pharmacy and he wanted to go for something related to genetics. So they provided the best university of Teesside had the best research in genetics. So yeah, that is there. You can go with any kind of courses. They will not see your background, but they'll see your portfolio and they'll give you the admission when it comes to research based. They have really very good scholarships and financial support. Apart from that, the famous Indians have studied over there. I would say Manmohan Singh, Mahatma Gandhi, Salman Rushdie, Soha Ali Khan, Pariniti Chopra. Recently, Shah Rukh Khan was awarded by La Trobe for his PhD degree as well as. So yeah, the alumni is really very good when it comes to United Kingdom. The top universities in UK are Cardiff Metropolitan University, University of Central Lancashire, Leeds Beckett University, Salford, Exeter, Middlesex. Then it comes Teesside, Leicester. You have, I would say, University of Leeds. They are really one of the best university when it comes to education. Now we'll talk about Canada. Yeah, Canada basically is ranked amongst the top 10 countries in United Nations for quality of life index, which means the life you're living over there is best. So they are one of the best countries to live your life. If I talk about Vancouver, a city in Canada, is ranked 5 times the best city to stay in the world. So it's one of the best cities to stay. Secondly, it's a very affordable education when you compare with other countries. The fees is yearly fees is 8 to 12 lakhs maximum. They have a very multicultural society. Yeah, when it comes to Canada, you'll find a major chunk of students from Punjab and Gujarat. But yeah, they have from other countries as well as. It's a very safe and stable country. They have the best healthcare facilities. Canada is the only country which provides you healthcare facilities if you are a permanent resident or a citizen of that country. None of the other countries are providing you that benefits, but that's the only country which you provides you best healthcare facilities. They have a very welcoming environment. So people have that notion about Canada that it's the coldest place, but no, it's not the coldest place. Yeah, in certain areas of Canada it's really very cold, but when you move towards Vancouver or British Columbia, it's not too cold. They have a very beautiful weather over there. Environment, Canadians place a high value on their natural environment. They're very Canadian people are really close to the nature, so they do not like to harm their nature as well as. Now if we talk about, like if I say Canada has the maximum number of productions, so it's a basically it's a manufacturing country. So they manufacture a lot, but apart from that they help their nature also to grow. Now, the top universities in Canada is University of Toronto, Humber, Centennial, Conestoga, University of Windsor, McGill, Waterloo, St. Clair, Lambton College, then you have Fanshawe, Niagara, all that. Canada works majorly on colleges and they have university, but the university requirements are too high. And secondly, the seats are very limited when it comes to Canada universities for international students. So students prefer to go to colleges and then they post themselves to the university. Now, if I say is USA. When it comes to Gujarat market, everyone has a dream to go and study in USA and they want to settle down in USA. So yes, USA is a country which accepts all kind of cultures, and they accept all kind of students. So there's no specific requirements in USA, but the education is really very good. They're committed to excellence. There's brilliant scope of research. So after UK, if I say, if you want to go for a research based course, Canada is the US is the best for research. Then they have a very flexible education system. It's not like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years education system. Complete your credits and your course is done. So if you are going for a 3 years education and you complete your credits within 2 years, okay, they are happy with it. They help you out with a very financial support. There are certain universities who sponsor you for your education. They give you good scholarships. They have very lucrative job opportunities as well. As so when it comes to on campus jobs, the university supports to their students to work on campus and grow themselves, and when it comes to off campus, they help them out to get the jobs as well. As they have a lot variety of courses. So if I say, you cannot count that the courses that they have. Secondly, in Canada, you can sorry, in USA, you can mix and match with the courses. Like if a student is going for masters of pharmacy and he wants to take certain subjects which are not related to pharmacy but to management or something related to public health, they can take up that course, and then at the end they'll be given a different degree for that course. They have a value addition and cultural enhancement. They are very good when it comes to welcoming students. The education system is really innovative, and they have hands-on training. So when it comes to the labs and everything, they are very good, very good. The top universities in US is Bradley, California State, College of Desert, Sanderga, Florida, Full Sail, Gannon, Kent State, Monroe, National, Montclair. Then they have is Massachusetts. They have Rochester. They have California State University. So they have many universities. One university has n number of campuses as well. As when it comes to Texas A&M, they are really very good with pharmaceutical courses. Ohio University is known for their pharmaceutical courses. New York Institute is known for their pharmaceutical courses. So you have many courses when it comes to pharmaceutical. Now, this is the overview of country facts. When it comes to studying, average 20 hours per week you are allowed in all the countries to study. Post study work permit is the same. When it comes to intakes, Australia has 3 intakes: Feb, July, November. Canada has Jan and September, which is a major intake, but they have May intake as well, which is the smallest intake. Then comes is New Zealand. Again, they work accordingly with Feb and July. Yeah, certain colleges have rolling intake, so you can take the admissions. UK has January, May, and September, but the major intake is Jan and September. USA, again, there's no specific intake, but the major intake is Jan and September. But now USA University have started up with rolling intakes, so you can take up your course according to the next intake which is available. When it comes to living cost, in Australia it's 20,290 Australian dollars per year. Canada it's 10,000 Canadian dollar. New Zealand is 15,000 New Zealand dollars. When it comes to UK, it's inner London. When you're nearby to London, it's 12,000, and when you're outside London, you are in outskirts of London, it's 9,207. United States, they do not have any specific living expense, but they start with 10,000 to 12,000 USD dollar per year. But according to your living, you can increase or decrease your living expense. Program duration, it's approximately same for everyone. Undergraduate 3 to 4 years, postgraduate 1 to 2 year. If you're going for masters by research, then it's again 2 to 3 years. Only Canada has a diploma and post diploma courses, which are for 2 or 1 year. Okay. Now, yeah, basically in USA the undergraduate is only for 4 years, but if you apply for credits, they give you a 3 year course designed for you also. Average program fees for Australia is 25,000 to 35,000 per year. Canada, it's 14,000 to 17,000, and for university it's 21 to 27. Canadian university are really costly when it comes to education. For NZ, it is 26 to 32,000. For UK, it is 12 to 22,000, depending upon the ranking of the university. USD, again, it's 25 to 35,000. uh, USP I've explained you in the previous slide, so I don't think so I need to help you out. But if you have any query, please write it in the chat box. The major popular courses for pharmacies: clinical pharmacy, research, biotechnology, pharmacotherapy, pharmacology, drug delivery system, nanotechnology, medicine management, medical research, drug use and addition, MBA in health management, biopharmacy, bioinformatics, health management, hospital management, health science, pharmacy law, and pharmaceutical science. Now, when it comes to pharmacy course options, the major, as of now, the best course or the growing course is pharmacy law, because when it comes to overseas, in India we do not follow. We can just walk up to any of the medicals or pharmacy shop and ask for any medicines, whether you have the prescription or not. But in overseas, you cannot ask for any medicines. You need to get the prescription, and after prescription also, if you have any allergy or something, then they can sue you up. So nowadays, pharmaceutical companies or the production or the pharmaceutical lines, like there are franchisees who are hiring pharmacy lawyers with a good hefty amount of salaries, because they do not want to get fined by the customers. So now I had seen, I had read somewhere in the article that pharmacy law is one of the best courses and the upcoming courses or job prospective course in the next 5 years, when it comes to basically in Canada. Okay, now license exams for pharmacists. Australia, you need a pre-registration training and registration with APC. Canada, again, you need a certification by Ontario College of Pharmacists to work as a certified pharmacy technician. It's not like India that you completed your bachelor's of pharmacy, you have a pharmacy certificate, you can open a pharmacy shop and you can run. No, over there you need a complete certification, which is really very hard to crack it out, and then you can work under and as a pharmacist or with the hospital. Now, when it comes to, as I explained you, we go an extra mile to ensure that your future is not compromised. So this is our address. You can walk down and ask our counselors to help you out. Basically, whenever you visit my office, you can say that I'm from Shankar C. Waghela Bapu Institute, and we had attended a session given by Prachi ma'am, so we want to meet her. Or you want to meet any of our team member, you can come down and meet them. They'll guide you. We have also started up with a virtual appointments, so you can go on ACC website and book your virtual appointment. According to that, we will give you a virtual counseling, because due to this pandemic, people are not traveling or not visiting certain places. So you can come down virtually. We'll help you out virtually. The whole process would be done virtually. If you see on our website, there are really good testimonials for us stating that we are one of the best in the industries. So you can either mail or call on this number, or my details and my colleagues' detail will be shared to you on the chat box. So you can contact us also. And I would love to meet you all in our offices as well as. Uh, any other queries, you can contact on a toll free number, or you can visit our website to book your virtual appointments, or you want to know about ACC or any other destinations. We have detailed information about all the destinations on our website, so you can visit our website as well as. I would if you have any queries or anything questions, please write it down in the chat box, so we'll be answering it. We have also shared the details for everyone who wants to get details about our IELTS coaching. So there, also our marketing head has shared the details about ACC Global. The links have been shared. We will be we'll be keeping you posted about our events. On June 11th, we have a event coming up for UK. Basically, it's an event where you can meet the UK universities. So the Zoom link has also been shared. So if you want to come, you can come down. It's a virtual event, so you can meet the universities. They'll be guiding up you with the details and everything. We are also planning up for a US event, so that details have been also shared, that why you should study in US. This was a generic presentation, but over there you would be given details about the only a destination, either it's UK or USA. So we have also a USA event coming on. The Zoom link has shared in the chat, so you can copy paste, and also it would be shared on your email IDs which you have provided to us, so you can join and meet the university as well as the counselors. Secondly, all the ACC services are free. ACC does not take any original documents, and I would seriously request you that please do not submit your original documents to any agents. You will be facing a big problem if your documents are getting lost. I've heard stories from students that their passport has been lost once after they are getting their visas. So please do not share your original documents with any of the agents. We only take as a Xerox, and we apply on to the university on scanned copies. So I would request either you send us a scanned copy, or you can come down to our office with the Xerox copies. uh, Apart from that, we have also shared our details about a virtual office, so you can visit a virtual office. That will give you a outlook of our offices and everything else. uh, I hope all your questions are answered. I have not seen any of the attendees asking questions, so please ask questions so we can give you answers accordingly. Anything else anyone wants to ask, or they have any queries, please write it down so we'll help you out with it. uh, I've missed out basically on a major point, that is the IELTS and PT requirement. When it comes to IELTS, basic requirement for all the destination is 6.5 to 6 bands. PT it's 68, no band less than 60, but certain universities accept you with 6, no band less than 5.5. When it comes to UK, they accept you on behalf of medium of instruction, as well as, like, you do not need to appear for any kind of any kind of IELTS exam or English proficiency exam if you have studied in English in your bachelor's or in your academics, which is your 10 plus 2. So you can apply on basis of 10 MOI. You can apply with 6, no band less than 5.5. We'll keep you updated with the details whenever it comes, and we'll be helping you out with that thing also, that what score you need to gain once you, if you want to get admission into this university. So we are not just like that, that will counsel you, no, you get 6.5, then only you get the admission. No, we'll give you different options. We'll give you options for 7 bands, 6.5, 6 bands, as well as, so you can once your score is there, we can apply directly to that university. If you want to apply, you can apply, I would say, conditionally, stating your IELTS is pending. Once your IELTS is cleared, then you can just go ahead with your only financial process and your visa process. So that would be really time saving. I would seriously request that if you have any of your friends who want to process, you can just ask. I've received a question from Shivani. She's saying, I am in third year of pharmacy. So, in which preferable period I have to start IELTS? Then I would request you that you should start your IELTS from right now, because you'll be going next year. So at least you have 3 to 6 months. And as you said, like, our colleges and everything is closed, so I would request that you have a good period to practice for your IELTS and everything. Start with your IELTS, appear for your online IELTS, because IELTS also has an online exam. So appear for your online exam, and then whatever score you are getting, so you get that picture, that where you have to go, and according to that, what university you should select. And once the application and everything is done, then you can go ahead with your process. You can also apply conditionally, stating that you can just say that your IELTS is pending or your final year mark sheet is pending, and you can start with your process. Okay, anything else you have, any other questions? So I would request if any other questions are there by the team. Anyone, like, no one has asked me questions regarding, basically no one has asked me questions regarding the return on investment, which we had discussed on the first slide. So I would like to share that when it comes to return on investment, you will get a good amount of return when you invest that much into university, because you get to work part time, and post your degree also you're getting good jobs, so you're earning in dollars. So I've seen students studying in USA investing, say, 80 to 90 lakhs for their degrees, but at a later part, in a year or in 2 years, they are earning back that the same amount. So that's really very good when it comes to return on investment. The job prosperity is also really very good, because best companies are based in, I would say, in overseas. When it comes to, I would say, like if you're studying in Gujarat but you want to work with pharmacy related companies, then the best pharmaceutical companies are located in Bangalore. So comparatively to the the salary structure what you're getting in Gujarat, you'll be getting really very good when it comes to Pune or Bangalore, because they have a really good, they're the best pharmaceutical companies. And in this pandemic, we can see that pharmacy has worked wonders for us. So now the pharmacy market is at the peak level, so they are really very good. So in the next years, I would say that yes, there would be really a good growth when it comes to pharmaceuticals. Any more questions? I've just received like one question. I would request any more questions if you have. Okay, then we are ending the sessions. The details have been shared to you. Any queries, you can come down to our office, or you can visit a virtual office, or you can call on our number. We'll be really happy to help you out. Please, 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 if you have any queries which has been missed by me or my team, please get back to us through our virtual office, or visit our office, or you can just email us. Thank you for attending this session, and it was really nice talking to you all, and hope to see you soon. All the best, and please take care. Thank you.